Welcome back to Underground After Hours, episode 50. Today, we try to figure out why Scott's wearing sunglasses indoors.
John goes to a bodybuilding show, doesn't change anything about his life.
And two momos debate each other for an hour and a half.
I can lunge all over the place. Yes. I swear.
Welcome back to Underground After Hours. I'm your host, John, and this is my co-host, Justin, and our personal assistant, Scott Lasher.
Hey.
Full government.
Full name. I'm wearing sunglasses today because of an eye injury that I don't want to talk about. It's off the table.
Okay. I think you look kind of cool.
It's a combat accident.
Combat accident.
Combat sports. I think you look cool. And
I probably look like a schmuck.
No.
Indoors sunglasses podcast.
You look like Kanye.
We have people in the gym that wear sunglasses.
No, you don't.
No, we do.
Did you not throw them out?
I mean, listen.
I would have a no sunglasses.
We had somebody in the
my
gym wearing
policy.
ski goggles.
Did we?
Wasn't he wearing goggles? Richie Mellon's friend that's not there anymore?
No, he had the Pit Vipers.
Ah, okay.
Oh, those are cool,
The
right?
Pit Vipers.
Those were cool
Yeah.
last year.
And then someone recently came in and
Somebody wore something that looked like Bret Hart's glasses.
yeah, Pit Vipers.
Yeah,
Those are
okay.
Pit Vipers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Somebody was in there the other day in Pit Vipers. I guess they didn't get the memo that they're done.
That was last
They were
summer.
done.
That
2
was
years ago?
last White Boy
Yeah.
Summer.
But this
can't
is
say that.
episode 50.
White Boy Summer?
Yeah, you can't say that.
No.
I thought that was the title of the episode.
So this is episode 50, you said. That's crazy, first of all. 50.
We've done this 50 times.
times.
That's 100 weeks.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Maybe even a little bit more.
I'm surprised we're not famous yet.
I mean, or banned.
I think it's silly to say that we're not famous.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, John
doxed.
called me last night and said basically our podcasts are
This is a
are
lie. Are you
boring.
ready?
Okay.
He said nobody wants to talk about politics.
Okay.
He said LOL to Justin saying let's talk about the debate. He just did that so that he could say that he contributed. Am I lying so far?
You're exaggerating.
Okay.
You're paraphrasing and exaggerating.
I did I started the text chain to say, hey, listen,
I
I'm
finished
there.
it. He wanted to be in and out. I finished the call with Scott by saying that Justin really snatched the low-hanging fruit by suggesting we talk about the debate.
I actually put it nicer than he actually put it.
And I think that the debate would have been an excellent topic, although it just seems like within 10 minutes of every single podcast we do, we're talking about politics or some type of social
I
issues.
think it's because it's what we're actually sort of into. Like when me and Justin talk, we talk about stuff and then we talk about
Politics.
Yeah. It's like a 50-50. And since we can't talk about stuff,
talk about stuff. All right. Well, I mean,
And like it's it's everywhere.
it is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You're right. Like I'm
This
saying, this
one.
time
This time it's
would
everywhere.
have been great. And
Right.
it's almost like the kid who cried
So
wolf.
should
Right. I finally got one right.
Yeah, you finally nailed it every week. So
so I said to John, okay, then you can use.
he
you
said
steer
your
the ship.
show.
It's your
You
show.
steer
Yeah,
the
I know.
show.
Walked up, he's like,
You
we're not
so- Stop talking. It's my show.
I pulled up. He was like, John scrapped the whole idea. It's his show. I don't know what we're doing. You can talk to him when we
He
get
said
there.
we're going to do 10 minutes of the debate, and then
No,
we're on
I
to
think
the
we'll talk about the debate at the end. I think we have a lot of housekeeping issues to address.
All right.
Okay, lead us off,
we go.
then,
It's a good
partner.
start.
You're in the one hole. They call it.
I'm the personal assistant. He's the co-host. So
Co-host.
Yeah.
I went to a bodybuilding show yesterday.
Did you really?
Christ.
Was that your first one you ever went to? Oh, okay.
No.
Fun fact: I've never been to one.
1, 2. It was my fourth.
Okay.
My fourth.
it's worse than you would think.
Is that fair?
Attending.
John?
Attending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday's, in all fairness, every time that I went to one, there was a plethora of people that I knew and liked, whose company I enjoyed, including yesterday. So it really just turns into like socializing. But like when you stop to kind of like watch what's going on, I mean, I guess you have to really be into it, because, and I'm sure that the same goes for a lot of the things that we're into. I mean, it like watching a bodybuilding show for me is the same as like standing over Scott's shoulder and watching him play chess on his phone.
It's the strangest sport in that I've never once heard anybody, and I mean anybody, say that they're excited about whether, even if they're competing. Nobody's like excited to go. Everybody who goes is going, especially like spectators. Whenever they say, like, "I'm like, hey, what are you doing this weekend?" They're like,
Fuck, I gotta go to a show.
I'm going to my.
I got an athlete or I got a
I
friend.
got to support.
Yeah.
yeah. It's because
And
it's
it's
like,
like, forgive me to cut you off, but it's like an auditorium, so you could like sit and chill, right? Like,
Yes.
yeah,
okay.
it's like and they're very long.
Now,
So
why
if-
are they so long? Because
Because they have prejudging and then they have
the night
finals.
show? Yeah.
So when you say prejudging, that's just like a practice run.
No, that's what they're determining the results of the night show on. Like that's right. Like they're basically calling people out. They're getting an idea.
It's the unofficial. It's the unofficial.
They're getting an
contest.
idea of what you look like, and they're getting the judges are like making decisions about first, second.
They
and
move you
third.
around.
Okay.
They already have they have slots already picked.
Okay.
And then,
So everybody that competes in the prejudging, you called it, right?
Yes.
Gets to compete in the night show?
Yes.
yeah.
They do. So it's like a two. It doesn't matter if you're not in the judge's eyes.
And like looks can change from prejudging to the night show, but by the time the night show is like, most people know that like they're going to place or they didn't place based on call outs and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if you're going there for one person who's competing in, I don't know, let's just say
The second to last category of the day, like I was.
Like you were, right.
then you're in for a long haul.
Because it's how many men's groups?
A lot.
A lot. And then you have to think that you have men's classic, you have men's physique, and you have men's bodybuilding.
Right.
It's an
And then
all
you have
day.
different weights and heights.
And then like, are they banging them out? Like, boom, one guy's off the stage, next ones are on.
Yeah, but it's
Still,
a
you
lot.
got, there's a
long.
routine, and there's
Yeah,
like,
no,
you got to go through the mandatories, and
Yeah.
it's a lot. Yeah,
That's it.
you should just do a show.
It would be great content.
It would
be
It would be
great
great,
content.
like the whole prep
Yeah,
and then the show.
Yeah, you
it
should
would
do
be
it.
great
You would
content.
need like a 5-week prep.
No shot. That's crazy.
for like classic or
I don't. What's that? Is that one with the
do you
long
have
shorts?
legs?
No.
Do you have legs?
I don't have legs.
No. I was saying no to you. That's the boxer briefs. Classic.
Classic.
Do you
is
want to see like
boxer
my last check-in picture to determine if I
brief.
have legs?
I don't. I don't know if you have classic physique legs.
I don't. So I don't think so. If I'm picturing in my head,
I think he'd be a physique guy.
A physique guy.
that's the board shorts.
Yeah.
Damn, my legs aren't big enough.
They've kind of
Well, no,
changed.
they've changed it.
They've
It's
changed.
more. The board shorts are now like short, like they are in style now. Like
Damn, I thought I had nice legs.
like 10 years ago, you go to the beach and the guys are in board shorts that go down past their knees.
Yeah.
like that's not.
I remember
like,
one.
yeah.
I remember went to a meeting one time and you were rocking board shorts. I'm like, yo, those are fire. This was like 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was fucking dope. Oakhurst, shout out.
Really? I was
Yeah.
wondering, did I just come from the beach? Or
I
was it
don't
like a
know,
style
dude, but,
move for
like,
the
I
night?
met
That
you
must have been
there.
after his Eminem phase.
that was
Yes.
a long. Scott
That
was
was long. You weren't
Scott
even
was in
around for
prison
that.
I
Yeah,
heard.
you
I don't
weren't
even know if he
around.
was using.
I don't even think I was around for Eminem.
I don't even think he was
came,
using yet.
I came the tail end of Lil Wayne. You know, camo shorts and Chuck Taylors, no socks, big skull.
Yeah. Yeah.
Belt. Yeah. So, anyways, you experienced that yesterday. You were there supporting a friend, an
Our
employee,
employee and friend.
Camilla,
Our
or one of your
sponsee,
your athlete.
our athlete.
Yeah.
So, just to clarify, the list of people that would get me into a bodybuilding show is very short.
Right.
Short list.
Okay.
Very short list. Our employee.
Basically, they have to compete and work for you
Right.
in
Yes.
order to get him out there.
Right. You went and saw Riley last.
I saw Riley.
Riley.
Yeah, I saw that. I went for Riley, and again, that show wasn't that bad because all the tables and stuff. That was even a smaller show, and that was all the tables were in the back of the room that the actual room that people were posing in. I guess the stage. So the underground table was back there. So I was hanging out with Jordan and Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
like
Back in the
before
day.
he got
Right.
fired and arrested.
Arrested and then fired.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. That was like right around that time, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, a little shortly after.
And then
For yesterday, what was your experience
so
like?
yesterday we went up to this. Yesterday was the furthest I've traveled
It
for
was
a
North
bodybuilding
Jersey, right?
show. Yeah, it was in Wayne.
It's a big show.
Big show? That was going to be my next question.
Big
Like
show.
a lot of athletes?
I don't know. I don't
Medium
know.
size.
Is that the correct term to say? Athletes? That's like a lot of
Competitors.
competitors. I like that better. I don't know if they're athletes.
I
mean-
think that. So whatever. I mean, it was. I don't know if it was a big show or not. We had.
Was there a lot of
discussed-
people there? Did you
See,
feel?
I don't know what a lot. Was there a lot of people for a Giants game? No, but was there a lot of people for like?
What was the
You
name of
know.
it? What was the name of the show? Do you remember what they call it?
No,
I'm pretty sure it's.
it was a national.
It's in
qualifier,
Wayne, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a pretty big show. I forget the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd she do? She did pretty good,
she
no?
did amazing. Yeah,
Right? She looked pretty sick.
Yeah. So, we had decided some weeks ago that I would be representing.
You would be the representative.
I
yeah.
would be the representative. So
I won the rock, paper, scissors.
yeah.
You know,
He likes canoodling. He likes
Like,
getting
it's
out
just
there.
something to do. He
Socializing.
likes to socialize. I'm just like, I'll
Politicking.
take care of the gym.
Yeah,
What'd you
go.
wear? Did you wear a Paramount shirt?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
In network.
Kristen and I went to the pre-judging.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
got there 15 minutes late, and it hadn't started yet.
Is it free?
No,
It is not.
No, you didn't see. I used the business card to. Don't start. We'll
business
save that for it really is,
Business expense.
but
It is a
so-
business expense.
But yeah, there was a handful of people that I had recognized from.
Oh, delivery. Love you. You're the best, dude.
Our Uber Eats driver. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. I was parched. Bunch of people that you recognize.
Yeah, a bunch of people that I recognized just from the fitness industry. Charlie.
Did you have a table there? I don't mean to cut you off.
No, there was only like 2 tables there. And one of them was the one selling tickets.
I couldn't tell you how much of money we wasted doing tables like that. Not because. I mean, you kind of just do it because you want to be visible or whatever, but you don't sell a fucking thing. Everybody there is already sponsored by
Yeah.
either us or somebody else.
So we had contemplated about doing a table at one of these shows just to like, I don't know,
What do you think? Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, it's just
No, it's
no,
$500.
It's almost
$500.
It's almost like a necessary evil. It's like you should do it like once a year,
Right.
but don't expect a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, this
Don't-
particular
you're not
show
going to
that
make $1.
we were off. Well, then we're not going to do it.
Well, I mean, the chances of you have to ask yourself are you going to run into somebody there who's going to like come to your gym because they saw your table
Yeah.
from Wayne? And I mean,
Well,
a lot
no,
of people
this one is at Middlesex County
Yeah, the
College.
one that we were thinking about is
I mean,
Middlesex.
I think
local.
we did the Middlesex. We did one in Middlesex a couple weeks ago, and I don't know. I don't ever really because everybody there is so ingrained in the supplement world. It's either they know about you or they go somewhere else.
And I've never what are the odds that you're just out doing something else and decide to grab a protein at the table?
Yeah.
Well, have you ever been anywhere and went up to a table and like started doing business with them? Because I mean, what are the chance like
No, the only thing I'm
one in
I might buy a
100?
t-shirt.
I'm gonna buy a T-shirt or a treat.
Yeah, love treats.
They have to
Yeah.
have a cool T-shirt, and you probably it's not like I don't know. Would you buy a T-shirt from a table that you like unless it's like a super cool T-shirt, unless you knew them or were supporting?
If it was, it would
If
have
it
to
was
be a
cool-
super cool
Yeah,
t-shirt.
it'd have to be a cool T-shirt.
I don't know.
So-
the return
The ROI is just not there.
on bodybuilding tables is.
Okay. I mean, I was
Noted.
I mean, it's like one of those things that every year comes up, and me and Alan are like, we know we make no money on this. We're just basically just doing
just gonna do it to do it.
You know, like where we think like Camilla, who's an athlete who placed well, and like posts about us, and coaches people, and wears our stuff. That gets like eyes on you and helps the brand.
Agreed.
You know, so I don't know.
So,
Would you do it again?
depends who it was for.
It would just have to be somebody that's super
If
close.
it would have to be, it would have to be somebody that was on
Trying
that
to think
short
of-
list.
Like what's his name? Manager Nick Castles is
Oh yeah, somebody's got to go for.
Are we gonna go for Nick, or are we gonna have to duke that
Well,
out?
the show that Nick is in, I'll go. That's the
Is that the one that
that's
we're
the show
contemplating?
that we were going to try to get Nick to do our Paramount table for.
Oh,
While
so,
he's
so
competing?
he's going to compete and do a table.
No, I don't think that.
I don't know if that's
don't
right.
think that's a
We'll
good
have to.
idea.
We'll
no,
gotta- we
I
gotta
asked
re-
him to do it. He's like, "Oh, that's my show," and I was like, "Oh, I was kidding."
That's my show.
I got two friends. I got Nick and my friend Tim.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Tim is doing that too.
Yeah.
I'll definitely go if you want.
that'd be great.
Are you going to go?
Tim's gonna do well. He started his cut at like 275 to
Jesus.
215.
What? He's dying.
Yeah, his face is like, but he's shredded. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was. We were telling Camilla. I think we saw Camilla on Friday, and she made a funny comment. She got a balloon from somebody. She's like, "I'm gonna get blown away by the balloon when I go outside," because she just face sucked in.
she
just like-
works hard. Man.
She does. She gets after it. I gave her.
This is the one sport that you really have to be just like single-minded dedication. And
Put your head down and
genetics have
just
to be
go.
right. Because you can do everything perfect, but your genetics have to be right. The food has to be perfect.
Hormones have to be good.
Hormones have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Everything has to be like whatever. So she got first place in 2.
She got first place in her 2 divisions,
And then
categories,
second-
novice and true novice.
So does that mean on the? What does that mean? Explain that to me.
No, I can't.
no,
Okay.
I don't
All right.
know.
Great.
can't do that.
I
I
don't-
She
don't.
got
that's
3
sad.
medals.
I mean, right. I know. I
2
like
first place and a second place. The one that matters to everybody is open.
is the one that because that makes
That's everybody.
That's
That's
everybody
everybody.
that's in wellness that
Yeah.
she competed. It doesn't matter your
Doesn't
height,
matter the height, weight,
weight, whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So
she
that's
was
big. That's
pretty
big.
sick.
Second place is big.
Okay.
Considering that she's like what 20, 21.
I think she's
21.
22 or yeah,
21.
Yeah, sure.
first show. She came out in for her the 2 divisions that she was competing in. They immediately put her in the center and left her there. Which means that you're
the number one
basis
spot.
of comparison.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
comparing everybody to you. Yeah.
So that was she was immediately put in the center and not moved. And then when she came out, I had thought she was done and I was getting ready to leave. And then we saw that she was back on, I guess, for her open. So I poked my head back in and it looked like there was like
Rotating.
going back and forth between her and somebody else.
Okay.
Which is
The person that
for the
eventually
open
won.
who eventually won.
Right. Well, good for her. Congrats, Camilla.
For her age, like you can only
Go up from here.
go up.
Yeah.
It's a big win for Brian, her coach, Brian Watkinson.
Yes.
So yeah,
Awesome.
Brian used to work for us and good friends of ours.
Yeah, good dude. I like Brian.
I had heard that they wouldn't let Brian backstage because he didn't have coaches that don't. You have to have an NPC card. So you a registered coach, or maybe I completely made that up. But I feel
No,
like I heard
it sounds like something that they would
like he wasn't allowed he wasn't allowed in the backstage area. While
Because-
some coaches were, I guess, because I don't know if he's not
registered with the NPC.
he's not in like this. Doesn't like a. He's not in the coaches.
Well, you got to pay
union.
your dues. That's the NPC card thing is just like a big like dues. You got to win the right to pay.
Politics, it seems like.
You know, but
Sick segue.
Justin is chopping at the bit.
can't wait.
So yeah, I mean, overall, it wasn't terrible. I went to the Star Tavern after that. for
Yeah.
pizza.
Nice.
My
That wasn't
hometown.
bad.
What's that? South Orange?
I think it's orange, right?
It's one of the oranges. I know it's
Yeah.
not West Orange.
It's super. It's like a famous.
Yeah. Portnoy went there.
What do you give it?
I don't know. I don't think it was.
that
I don't
high.
think it was in the 8s. But
It's like a landmark.
Have you been?
It's been around for like
I went to Star Tavern when I worked in Newark.
Okay,
So yeah, good time.
been around for like
it was good.
30
I would have
years.
called it like a Frankie Feds,
Okay.
Federici's.
Yeah, like thin.
it's not
thin,
Danino's.
It's not Danino's in your eyes. Oh, sick.
I would have. I'm saying I would have rated it on caliber with like a Federici's and Freehold or
so
Frankie
a bar
Feds.
pie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was delicious.
Busy?
No,
That's cool.
I mean busy, but not. I walked right in and sat
Saturday
down.
afternoon.
yeah.
3:00.
John goes to a bodybuilding show. And
Immediately leaves to get pizza.
right?
He competed.
Listen, I tried to
finally.
get
I'm
some people
surprised.
to
I'm
come with
surprised he
me.
didn't like sneak off like on the side when Camilla was eating her treats and be like, "Yo, let me get some of those."
Well, me and Charlie were sitting there, and we're like, we're talking in the back, and we're like, there's no way there's like concession stand,
Right,
It's not like
get
hot
some-
dogs.
can I get some
You got any
popcorn
hot
and some
dogs
butter?
or like a Kit Kat?
Sell fucking protein balls.
Oh,
and
man.
shit.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was that. That was the end of the bodybuilding, my spectator career until I
It
guess
didn't inspire you to get on stage?
no.
No.
So we'll run it back for Nick Castles.
Cool. All right.
What else you guys got? It's been a whole month.
been a
It's been a
while.
little bit. So I know coming up we have a special event that we're going to be doing.
Special is the key phrase.
Very special.
Key word.
So if anybody wants to enlighten the crowd, the 17 people that are still logged on.
I think it was my idea.
I think it was your idea too.
I don't know. I come up with all the.
I think
it was not your idea.
It's not. I don't know.
No, it
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
my idea.
There's no way you thought of this.
I think
don't think-
I think there was layers to this idea because we spoke about this on a podcast saying like this would be dope
Yeah.
if we could find somewhere that could accommodate us.
Yes.
And then maybe
You
Scott
might have came up with the place, but I'm pretty sure everything.
I'm confident that you didn't know that place was there.
So
I'm
then
not
the-
saying
so I think John
next
gets
to my
credit then.
store.
I think John gets
All right,
credit.
we'll give John credit.
I think
which
John
is
gets credit.
insane. It's insane. Now I'm going to go back into the podcast
to watch who brought it up.
we need the views.
So,
The idea originally started as like a paintball tournament, which we should still do this summer, I think.
well, the idea is Underground versus Paramount in some sort of capacity. It started with Justin and I doing silly little competitions, one of which blew his ACL out into orbit.
Yeah.
And,
And stupid
we were doing like
little
plate
shit
flips.
at the
Just-
gym and some fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that sort of snowballed into an American Gladiator style event
Right.
where it's the Underground employees versus Paramount and some of their employees in a what we now have dubbed the Extraordinary Olympics.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
It's not extraordinary.
No.
2 words.
Extraordinary. Okay.
The Extraordinary Olympics.
Okay.
And this is going to be held next week, Sunday night, at Urban Air.
in Haslett. Shout out.
4 or 5 events, everything from dodgeball. It's going to be all sorts of dodging things.
Dodge.
Duck dodge,
Duck dodge.
jump dodge.
Jump dodge.
There's like an eliminator style.
Jousting.
Jousting is going to be fucking wild.
Is there trampolines? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a trampoline.
It's crazy because every single event takes
It's
place on a
actually
trampoline.
on a trampoline.
So yeah, all right, cool.
So we're gonna
Ambulance.
have to brace you up tight.
Okay.
Someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You have to just brace up tight, and you'll be.
I'll write below.
Luckily for you, I won't make weight because like Pop Warner days, back when I was a fat kid, they said I had to be 250, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to diet down. And I was going pretty strong, and then I went away on vacation,
And then I
I'm
went to
like,
shit.
I think I'm actually heavier than when we started.
Yeah.
So some of the events,
You
where
can't even take place.
I don't know. I think anything that involves a harness, which I wouldn't get into anyway. Anything that they would have to suspend me in the air, you know. So
Like zip lines.
I don't. Yeah,
There
they
is
have,
a zip
there's
line.
zip lines. Yeah, there's a rock climbing wall.
Okay.
But so we're just gonna
That's
do
super
this
hard.
the competitive stuff.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be 5. I think it's gonna be the most fun ever.
It sounds like it.
It's great 'cause
Who's
we're-
gonna come from our end? Did we get a hard yes from anybody?
We're the
Who
only.
is your 5?
Because
'Cause we
we
don't-
don't hard. Yes, the 5th spot is up in the air, and I'm thinking I'm going to try to scout DiNardo.
Okay.
Which is crazy because he's actually on my payroll.
Well, first of all, he was ours
Is
first.
he on your payroll, or do you pay him cash?
Do you have to?
I have stubs.
So you're just calling us
So
out to the
anytime
government
he-
right now.
Anytime he wins,
You're
I'm taking credit for
snitching.
it. If he loses, you guys get it.
Fucking snitch.
And not only did you put him on payroll, but nobody even asked our permission.
I
But
know.
Jordan
yeah.
went behind our
it's
back
so
on that.
funny because we were going to approach something, and my first thing was like, John, let's talk to Scott and Alan
Yeah.
first. To
'Cause
like,
that's how we move.
Because I'm ethical.
Yeah.
And then I just heard out of nowhere. I'm like, John.
We did it with Jared.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
I'm just like,
wait,
John, we
just so we're
should
clear.
ask. Hold on. I'm like, John, we should ask John DiNardo if he could watch the gym one night or like close for us. He's like, oh, actually, he can. He's working for Underground that night. I was like, what?
Yeah.
He works for Underground? Oh, yeah, he's been working
Well,
there
he
really-
needed a real
pretty
job.
weird.
We weren't giving him enough hours.
kill myself.
That's
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill myself.
I didn't know that you had to ask permission for part-time employees, but now I know. So next time I'll ask.
We do, just because it's business.
You don't.
Ethic.
It's
business
we're
ethical.
ethical human beings.
What would you have said? Would you have said no?
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll
We
ask-
would have said absolutely. We would have said
I would've said
absolutely.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
There we go.
We just skipped.
I just think it's pretty funny.
skip the step.
All right.
So we're gonna.
So it's going to be head-to-head point system.
But he's on loan to you, the same way that Jared was on loan to us.
Fine.
All right.
You can have DiNardo.
All right. So it's me, you,
Charlie and Jabari.
Charlie's in,
Charlie's in.
in for sure.
In for sure.
Okay, Jabari's in for sure.
Said he is.
That's crazy.
You guys are in way better shape than us.
Oh, I mean,
We got Alan.
you got Alan, who's a fucking.
We got Nick, but he's bodybuilding. So what can he do? You know.
He's got a. I mean, I don't.
there's
Jabari's
not
in really good shape. Charlie's in really good shape. Justin's on the IR. I'm on the IR and not in good shape. You know,
And
Jabari has.
Who else is it?
Jabari has an injured back as
He's
well.
got an injured back. He hasn't Olympic lifted in a while.
Well,
But
this isn't Olympic lifting. This
No,
is,
it's not. This is-
throwing like dodgeball. This is jump.
This is
Joust-
combat.
jousting. American.
Yeah,
like,
jousting
over
is
a
gonna be
ball
dope.
pit
Uh-huh.
or a
What's
foam
the other
pit.
thing that's
The other thing is like this. It's like a circle, like this table, and there's little sections of trampoline,
Like
and
pizza
then,
pie
And then this
sections.
thing swings around, and you got to jump.
you
over
got to jump
it
over
or
or
take your
duck
legs
down?
out.
You got to jump
No
over.
ducking.
No
just
ducking,
jumping.
just
Just
jumping.
jumping,
So it's
okay.
gonna be like a big. And if you get hit, you're out.
You're
And
out,
last
okay.
man standing, you get the team gets the point.
Sick. Okay.
I don't think I'll get eliminated immediately.
Who you think you'll get eliminated?
Yeah, I don't even know what's gonna happen if I stand on a trampoline. It might just be like bowed out.
Just gonna go right down.
270 pounds. You know.
Well, you got a week to cut down.
You know
Yeah,
what's going
well,
to
I
be
was
great
gonna
is when
eat
Scott
fucking
goes to
thiazide.
jump over the trampoline and it clips his legs and he ends up going head first into like one of the trampoline borders.
That's what I could see happening to a lot
I
of
don't
us.
care. Listen, I'm gonna sell out.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm trying to win this thing.
I bet she's gonna be
It's
great.
going to be a good time.
Okay.
We're supporting local business.
Yeah,
We are.
that's
You
great.
know.
I think it's gonna be fun as fuck.
And we have Donnie coming out at
Donnie's coming out
retirement
for
to,
some great-
to shoot some fucking content.
Oh,
So
good.
he's gonna edit that to make everyone look real stupid.
Awesome.
It'll be fun. It'll be
We had Donnie in the building this morning doing some gold.
Yeah, we
Some
had.
good stuff.
Yeah, John had a really good idea.
Good idea.
What's the good
for a
idea?
reel with Charlie. I don't want to.
You don't
I'm
wanna
happy
say-
to tell you off camera, but
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Nobody
off camera.
cares. Are you serious?
It's just
Nobody's gonna see this and then go, "Oh, I'm gonna skip that reel."
we just did a little something for Charlie.
Oh, like
I told you about
goodbye.
this. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was cute.
All right, now I can see why you didn't want to talk about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
No,
it
my
was
fault.
cute. It really was, and John nailed it. I feel like, and
Aw.
and
Yeah.
Donnie brought
Donnie's good.
Donnie brought John's vision to life, I believe. So
Oh, that's sweet.
I think it's going to be a good one.
So yeah, everybody's gonna have to tune in for the extraordinary, extraordinary.
We should-
I wish we could sell tickets.
Can we?
wish we could sell
is our
tickets.
YouTube possible to go live for that?
It is, but
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know if anybody can we sell tickets on YouTube. I think you can, like
can.
a pay-per-view style.
Pay per view.
I feel like I'm the
You
only.
can't put it behind a paywall.
Do we have any subscribers that are paying
We're
money
not even
besides me?
monetized right now because YouTube's messing with me.
Oh,
Are you
really?
still paying?
I
No,
think no,
nobody's-
it stopped.
No, but we're not monetized right now.
Oh,
But we are, but they're supposed to send me a PIN number in the mail, and it just hasn't come.
sick.
So I've asked them to resend it now twice, and
So I've saved $7.
$7. Yeah,
Cool.
Congratulations.
Okay.
So what else we got?
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good time. Great content.
Underground needs to win. I'm very competitive.
Who do you? Can we go over who you have? You have
It's me,
Alan.
Jordan, Dave, Nick.
Okay.
3 store managers
Okay.
and the owners.
Okay.
Who's in the best shape out of everybody besides Alan?
Well, Nick is bodybuilding shape.
Okay. Dave is
Dave's, I don't know.
athletic.
I don't know.
Okay.
He knows about supplements. He's not in bad shape.
All right. Cool.
He doesn't look. Yeah, he's not.
He's not like he's not like me, like over the hump. Over the hill.
No. You're 6 weeks
Scott
away.
has that. Scott. I mean, Scott has that lion heart in him. though.
Yeah,
So he's
it's-
got
He's got
the fight.
that dog in him.
He's got the dog. in
I
him.
can just conjure that up
Yeah.
as soon as there's like stakes.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as like you get that look in his eyes, I just remember looking at him and he was running right towards me, and I was like,
He gets that in his eyes.
I'm like,
it's
he's
crazy.
dead serious. So I got to put my head down.
Do
and
we have to
fucking-
get goggles for you for this? Are you gonna be okay?
No, I think my
eye
eye injury
injury?
should
All right.
be healed
All
by
right.
then.
Because if that's the case, then I'm perfectly fine with all
And
of us wearing goggles in
do,
unison.
I would not do goggles. I would do an eye patch.
Fucking pirate.
I might come dressed in like a berserker, like a.
I think that I mean
I'm most looking forward
Jordan's
to
in trouble.
jousting because jousting it's on a beam. It's not on platforms.
it is a beam?
I think it's a balance beam.
That's crazy.
So that's going to be tough. You better get a low center of gravity.
Bro, that's crazy.
I have strategy. I've been thinking about it.
Whoever hits the person first somehow is. If you're on a balance beam, bro, so you're
have to-
talking about a balance
Are
beam.
you sure it's not
this
platform?
wide?
I don't think it's platforms.
That's crazy.
I remember it's like a split ball pit,
That's gonna be fun.
split foam pit. I mean,
All right.
that's
How are we matching up who goes with who?
I don't think it should totally be randomized.
Yeah, like pull it out of a hat.
Yeah, just like numbers 1 through 5, and just pick your. Everybody gets a number, and we're just picking them, and then it's just team points.
Just glad Jabari's on our team.
Yeah, Jabari's gonna. That kid's in shape, man.
He's a special human athlete.
And Charlie is like a fucking. He like coaches professional football players.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a mutant
trainer.
too. Yeah.
So that's great.
I mean, listen,
And John's a combat
fitness-
athlete.
I'm a combat athlete. Fitness is our life.
John
bro.
did. John did like a little mini Murph the other day.
oh my god, I don't want to hear it.
Fit-
Dude, don't be jealous because he's working and you're
I don't
not.
wanna fucking
He
hear
did 2 pull-ups, 4 push-ups, and 6 squats for like a half hour. Right? That was it.
It was not 30 minutes.
no, it was 15.
And he did
How
5
mu-
rounds.
Hold
He did-
on,
Hold on.
mile
I'm going
runs.
to tell you what he did.
Hold on.
Okay.
He just has to.
15 minutes. Now let's do some math.
Okay.
No, here's what you have to do. It's 2 push-ups, and this is my new thing.
Two
This is all I'm
push-ups?
gonna
No, it's
do.
2 pull-ups.
No, 2 pull-ups. I got this from Jabari.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 pull-ups, 4 push-ups, 6 air squats.
What it is, it's a prep for Murph. All right.
All right.
So you do 2 pull-ups, 4 push-ups, 6 air squats for 5 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
As many rounds as you can.
No breaks.
No breaks. All right. Then after the 5 minutes, you go and run
A quarter mile.
a quarter mile.
And
And then
that's a
you're
round.
supposed to come back and then do that all over again. No breaks.
That's tough. That's
He was gonna do it for a half hour. After 15 minutes, people started talking to him.
I got
and he was like
3 rounds.
I'm all set.
Yeah, 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
3 rounds in, and he
So you
probably
ran
did a
three quarters of a mile.
Yeah.
and you did probably how many rounds per 5 minutes? You think
5.
No, I would say it was close. Probably 10.
10.
10 rounds of 5 minutes.
So that's a good amount. That's 20 pull-ups. It's
I would say maybe
40
the third
push-ups.
round was 7 to 8 rounds.
not bad.
Hey, listen, I'm happy that you're working.
Bet you that VO2 max was up there.
Yeah.
That heart rate was
Yeah.
rocking.
Let's see how it carries over to dodgeball.
Sick.
All right.
All right, so yeah, tune in for in a couple weeks to hear the recap of that.
That's going to be fun.
That's
Who's going to
gonna-
be in a cast.
I'm definitely gonna have crutches.
You know who always gets hurt for as great a shape as he's in is Alan.
Is Alan?
Every time we've done anything, I remember we played
Flag football, right?
The first play, he dragged me out there. It was like Thanksgiving Day. With
Hamstring?
Hamstring.
It was full contact.
It was full contact, but he didn't get it from contact. He
You
got it
tried
from-
to get
Yeah,
me to
hamstring.
go, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, hamstrings are tough.
Was it full contact? It might have been.
It was because
I don't
that
remember.
was
I did
why
two-
I
I did
decided
2
not to go
years.
with you.
2 years in a row, Allen's did that and got hurt.
That's funny.
And then we never went back.
That's funny. All right, so that's gonna be a shit show, but probably pretty fun. So I can't wait for that.
I mean, I think the content's going to be great.
The content's going to be great, and it's going to be
It's gonna be fun.
spending
I feel
time
like a
with our
kid.
friends.
I'm gonna feel like a kid again.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Anybody? We're
No,
good?
I
I
got-
forgot mine. I have mine in my
I
pocket.
got my cinnamon. What do you got? Original?
This is my new one. I like
Have you
what's
tried
that?
the black
Chill.
cherry?
Chill. Yeah.
Black
tried-
cherry's good.
Citrus the
I
other
got
day.
these ones from Sweden.
Yeah.
And they're like bigger, and there's like 30 pouches in it, and there's all different like weird flavors. Like
Wow.
citrus mint.
Yeah, the 15 in the pouch is fucking tough.
They have a 8 or 9 milligram.
On a stressful day, I could go through it.
Oh yeah.
Ripping
Chewing
through.
them.
It's like they're not even there.
I chew them sometimes to just extract all the nicotine.
Yeah.
this
Make sure
quickly.
you have
Sometimes that
everything.
hurts my belly.
It sometimes makes me hiccup.
Yeah, I get
hiccups.
heartburn. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so
Oh
old.
man, am I locked in? I locked in from
Sucks,
playing
man.
chess on my phone.
Okay.
So I think we got to touch on it.
Do it. I have some hot takes.
Oh, I bet you do, man. I pull up. He's listening.
Listen to
He's
that.
listening to BAP. I listened to the first hour of his podcast. the other day, and the second hour you had to pay for it.
Yeah,
I didn't.
pay paywall.
Yeah, it was. He had some other weird German
like-
kid got out. Who's the German
Oh,
guy?
Egipius.
Yeah, he
Yes,
was-
this is online.
they're so weird.
That's
but
what I
he's-
was just listening to.
Where you? Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's a good interview.
So I have a good. I mean, obviously we're referencing the debate,
Presidential
the
debate.
presidential debate.
the 2024 presidential debate with our
Joe Biden, the president, former president, and
convicted felon.
candidate, convicted felon, inmate number, Donald J. Trump.
A
Yeah.
subdued Donald Trump.
I mean,
Come on. So,
What's your takes? What do you got? I mean, it was.
I personally like the.
I have questions.
Okay. Well,
You want to ask the questions and then we
Ask
can
them.
answer
So
them?
I have questions.
Sure.
I'd love to get your opinion.
Did you watch it?
I watched it.
You watched the whole
I
thing?
watched
Okay.
the whole.
I could not get through it.
I didn't stay up.
I watched the whole thing.
I didn't
watched
stay
the
up.
highlights.
I
I watched
watched
it in real
highlights
time.
and then I watched somebody commentate on the entire thing.
You know what was the best? The best.
Yeah, yes. AF. I watched
The
him.
best was watching the post-show
CNN
wrap-up by CNN.
Yeah,
Because
they were melting down, right?
horrified.
They were melting down.
Yeah, but this is I have a
So
theory.
okay,
All right, so
I'm
let's
gonna.
go.
So
Fire it
I
out
might. So your theory might answer my question.
It's kind of low IQ, the theory, because but whatever.
All right, so like Joe Biden, I feel bad for him because it's not right. It's not right. This poor man. We all have older people in our lives.
Geriatric abuse.
Yeah, we all have older people in our lives that we know that we're there, that we're smart, that we're coherent, that we're cognitive, that just lose it.
Yeah.
And obviously it seems like he's at the point where he is starting to lose it or already has.
Yeah.
All right. So did the DNC put him out there on purpose so that people would see him like that? Or did they fuck up so bad
Yeah,
and they didn't know?
That's the 12. So that requires the 12D chess move, Machiavellian.
Right.
We know that this can't go on anymore, so let's put him out there, and then everybody pretend like we're all just seeing for the first time that he is basically in late stage dementia. Even though in 2020 the right's been saying this.
Yeah, in 2019 they were saying it.
People were close to him and his family had been saying that early on. I was listening to a podcast around Red Scare, and they were saying that this sort of thing has been
brewing.
well, it's been known for years.
Yeah.
And
But why are they acknowledging it now?
because they can't go forward with him. That's what the theory is.
Right.
So they
But why
need
could they have gone forward with him in the past?
because if you look at
Nothing has. That's my take, and I'm just going to put that
a
out.
lot has changed.
No,
Has it?
Yeah.
What?
Well, they had side by side debates from 4 years ago.
yeah, from 2000. He looks like a totally different
he looks
person.
like a totally different human being. He looks like he's aged 15 years at his incredibly high age as it is now, and he's incoherent now. And then he was coherent. His speech patterns are different. His ability to stand on. I mean, just the implication of saying that this guy, our president of the United States, couldn't stand on stage for an hour and a half, for 2 hours,
Yeah.
and hold the simplest, like softball debate questions of all time, as if any American cares about anything they're talking about, literally.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that he is a say in anything going on
In our country.
in our country?
Yeah.
He has any control over policy. He has any control over day-to-day stuff. He doesn't know. I mean, what are the odds that he knows
Nuclear codes.
or what day it is,
Right.
what time it is, what country he's in?
It's crazy because the State of the Union address, how long ago was that?
3 years, 3.5 years?
No. Didn't he
No,
just no, the
like-
one that
Oh,
was
the
like
recent-
6 months ago, right? Or 3 months ago?
with red lights.
Yeah, I
Or it
feel
looked
like he was-
some
When he nailed it,
I
the
feel like
first
he-
75%.
yeah,
of
like
it,
he
and
was
then
killing
fell
it,
apart,
you know?
whatever the
Yeah.
drugs were,
Whatever
the
the-
adrenaline.
That means.
So, I mean,
That's the two theories. The one theory is that they did this because they, like a sacrificial lamb.
That's
like
that was gonna
now
be my
we have
next
to
thing.
do something, and because for CNN to fall in like lockstep, and every single one of them to be saying like as if we haven't been seeing this for months now.
Yeah.
Like they just saw this for the first time. You're telling me that the president's aides aren't completely aware of this, that this isn't like a well-known thing? And so they put him out there to debate Donald Trump, who's notoriously I mean, I wouldn't say he's a good debater. He's usually funny.
Yeah, he's a dick.
He knows how to talk so people like me will giggle. But even that, somebody told him. Somebody told Trump to not do that shit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I was listening to, it's funny because I was listening to like strategies for each person.
Yeah.
For each campaign person. So the one for Biden was just like, stay coherent, don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Stand upright.
Yeah. Well, I heard the same thing.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Just
it's that it was the Jon Stewart one, right?
No, I mean, this
is real or
no, this
satire?
is real. No,
Okay.
this was real. I saw it on Twitter, but it wasn't Jon Stewart. But it was flashing like different people,
different points,
right? Different points. Okay, so and maybe Jon Stewart used it on his show because he was probably hilarious.
He did.
Yeah, and he was just like, "You're telling me one of the main points is to stay awake."
Yeah, that's the bar.
Yeah, and then
For the President of the United States.
For Trump, it was like don't interrupt,
don't be an asshole,
don't be mean, don't seriously. That's what
He did a really good job. They both did. I was surprised that none of them interrupted the other one.
They couldn't. They had their mics off.
Yeah, they had their mics off.
They cut the mics.
They did that on purpose.
So when you had your 2 or 3 minutes to talk, your other mic was cut. So even if Trump was trying to interject,
but he just sat there and was like, the best was when he's like, I don't know what he just said, and I don't think he knows what he just said.
Yeah.
I mean,
the golf thing was the funniest fucking.
It was
thing.
the best part.
That was
it
the
was
funniest
the best part.
fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. These are the leaders of the free world,
and that's what they're arguing.
And they're
about.
talking about handicaps.
Yeah.
And you can't hit the ball for 50 yards.
Yeah.
They're talking. And
I just won a club championship.
That's the true colors of the elite. It's like they're talking about a sport that most people will never even be able to afford to play, and they're trying to fucking shit on each other.
They're arguing who's better.
Who's better?
Whose dick is bigger?
Yeah, that's
really what it is. And like it's on. And then if you think about it, it's sad, dude. It's so sad that these are our two choices.
And the other theory is even more laughable: is that they didn't know, and they all like saw it for the first time,
and they're shocked,
and they're like, oh no.
That's what Bap said. The guy that was with Bap. He's like, they fucked up. I'm like, no way. How could they fuck up?
Well, that's what CNN was saying, was that like that they were taking the play like, oh my God,
we didn't know.
What do you mean?
What's going on? We have to figure this out.
Who's the black guy was just like,
Van,
whatever. He was like, I'm sad. He's like,
always sad.
he's like, I love Joe Biden.
He's the new Don Lemon. He's such
but for him
suck.
to say, yeah,
he was like, it was like he was shocked.
Yeah.
And he's like, I worked for Joe Biden. He wasn't like this. Like, this is sad. And now they're scrambling. And then what I read, too, is that, like, today he's meeting with his family.
Yeah.
And his, constituents to decide.
Because the legal precedent in order for them to go, like, Joe would have to step aside. He would have to step aside.
Right.
And then who are they going to put?
Who are they going to put that's the next question.
Put Kamala,
Is Hillary going to come like Stone Cold Steve Austin and go round 2 again?
Big Mike, as they called her on CNN. Did you see that clip?
Yes, I did.
It was a CNN guy called Michelle Obama. Like he's like, I don't know why I said that. And he called
or is Michelle Obama going to come? Or who's the California guy?
Newstead.
Newsom. Newstead.
Yeah, the bass player from Metallica.
I mean, I don't know, man. And then you got other people saying like Trump didn't even have to say anything.
He didn't.
And he won.
You could have. Any one of us could have.
Well, they were also.
I would have
again, I
dunked
don't
on the
know.
president of the United States.
Yeah.
On foreign policy, I would have just crushed up there.
Oh yeah.
They
you
also
would've.
said that and I think the direct quote was that like Donald Trump like literally broke the fact check machine.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
that, like nothing that came out of his mouth was true.
It didn't need to be.
Yeah, that's what you heard from. That's
But
obviously.
again, that was CNN. I mean, there's a lot of things that
That's what they were saying.
That's what they're
leaning
saying.
heavily into and
he's a liar.
and like listen, I don't.
he said to
like,
Trump, he said, "You're a convicted felon." And he goes, "So is your son."
Like, I don't know if Trump lied.
I think he did.
He probably did.
Always does.
He always lies.
He makes shit up all the time.
Right. And they all do.
I don't care. He lies. Like, politicians are lying.
Yeah.
I
Weird.
don't care if you lie. Just
Be funny.
don't
Don't
shit
shit-
grocery shopping.
Don't shit your
Fix
pants.
my gasoline and my car bill.
Right.
Yeah.
Can interest rates come down? Who's going to do that?
Can we buy houses?
They all lie. It's not. nobody. I don't think anybody has an issue with that. All of a sudden, Donald Trump's lying, and it's like, oh my God, this guy's a liar.
Right. He is, but like they all do. So, like you said, it's like shouldn't be a big shock. It's just it's just terrible. It's terrible that these are our two choices, and Joe Biden he's a sick old man.
I don't know what they're
he's
gonna
kind of
do.
cute. He's sitting there with the dementia mouth.
What are they going to do?
What are they
They're going to lean in hard to making sure that Donald can't run, and they're going to change up the ticket. They're going to put somebody else. They're not going to let. There's no way. Come 2 weeks from now.
You don't think both of them are gonna be done?
Well, I think the DNC.
Do you really think Donald Trump's gonna? What are they gonna do? They're gonna put him in jail for 6 months?
They might, or they're going to do something. I mean,
Deep states. I feel like
I don't feel
so,
like they can
the
let him
black
run.
pill
They
in
know.
me-
They
the-
know.
The black pill in me thinks that like the deep state wants Donald Trump in.
Do you?
I feel like it. Why would they allow this to happen?
I don't even care. I mean, I'd be fine with Bobby Kennedy. I mean, it's not,
No, he's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
he's kind of crazy.
He's fun to listen
but
to.
it doesn't matter.
You're
point.
right.
Donald Trump is a loon.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's going to be.
But they're gonna,
The overarching question is who is running the country, because it's certainly not that guy that they had up there on the stage. So what is the president of the United
Well, they
States?
said the same thing about Donald Trump too when it was it Kushner?
Yeah,
They said Kushner was the president.
He'll be back if Donald wins.
yeah, great,
He'll be back.
Great.
Yeah, exactly.
awesome.
He needs
Yeah.
to finish the Monmouth Mall. That's what he needs to do.
Monmouth Mall.
He owns that.
Does he?
Yeah, Jared Kushner owns the Monmouth Mall or one of his companies.
Yeah,
Well,
he
that's
does.
sad.
So like, fix that.
Yeah,
fix it.
I don't
Monmouth
think they're
Mall
gonna.
sucks.
Aren't they going to level that fucking place?
They're
should.
supposed to level some of it.
Oh no.
Why you
man.
want to cruise the mall?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a little nostalgic, but I went to the movies last week, and I was like, oh, I'll just grab some food from the food court. Everything was closed except for Burger King and the empanada place.
I went to the movies last night.
What'd you
What'd
watch?
say?
Bike riders.
What'd you think?
It was a gynocentric version of a motorcycle club movie, I guess. Yeah.
Gynocentric?
I was
meaning-
always wondering what a female's perspective of
It's girls.
of a gynocentric, like
Yeah.
female perspective of a motorcycle gang's origin story.
Okay.
You know,
Did you like the movie?
I did. I like Tom Hardy. Even
What did
though
you
he must.
expect?
He must. I mean, it must be so easy for him because it's not like especially that role. All he had to do was like not talk. You know, like just one word answers and
Yeah.
and like
Who's
look-
the lead
look
female?
cool. You wouldn't know her.
No.
No, and it's based on a true story. We're getting off topic here. It's based on a true story of
We're referring to the movie The Bike Riders, the Tom Hardy movie.
Yeah.
an origin story of the Vandal Motorcycle Club, Vandals.
Okay.
The Chicago
Chicago.
Outlaws is the actual name of the club.
In the movie, it was the Vandals.
Vandals.
Right. Okay.
Well, yeah, it was because they did the Red Devils. I'm sure that was supposed to be the Hells Angels.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because that was what
I don't know if
they.
I guess they didn't use real. Although I don't know. I know like the pagans and Hells Angels, but whatever. It was the origin story of a motorcycle club started by Tom Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Hardy's character, but it was like a woman talking to a journalist, giving as an old lady, as a wife of one of the guys who started the club, one of the original members, her perspective of the events that happened.
Got you.
So it was like a secondhand narration. It was like through her eyes, but filtered through the journalist.
The journalist.
who was
Okay.
like with them for a number of years, taking pictures. He like rode
He
with
was like
the-
one of them, wasn't he?
He like rode with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had colors, but it was cool. It was good. It was some violence. It was mostly
One of the better
it was
movies
mostly
I've
a
seen
fucking
in a while.
Oh, you saw it too?
It was
Yeah.
mostly a
Oh, okay.
love story.
Did you go to the
between?
movies?
I went last week, the night it came out. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was a love story, but it wasn't a love story between him and his wife. It was a love story between Tom Hardy and the other guy. Like
Okay.
The kid?
they were definitely implying that in some of the scenes.
All right.
That there was like love between the two of them, man love.
Pedophilia?
No.
Oh, you
Not
said kids.
Jesus
You said
I
kids.
didn't pick
You
up on
said
that.
kids.
You didn't pick up
You
on that.
deep dive.
You didn't pick up on that when he wanted to give him the club.
When they were talking. I
oh,
was
so
like,
you
why?
did pick up on that?
No, I was.
What did you pick up on?
Well, I'll tell you what I picked up on. I said, why are they talking so close?
Why are they talking so close? And why is he whispering with his big lips? And You know, they made that
But at no
blatantly
point-
homoerotic.
Yeah, but everything is. They
But
make everything.
and it was and she was like, you can't have him, like, because she was his wife, and the club president. There was the implied that he loved him as like a brother, but a little bit more than that.
Got you. Okay.
You know, that's at least that's like sort of the implication.
He was like a younger guy, and he was the only person that Tom Hardy saw as being able
To run the club.
step in his place.
because
Okay.
he wanted to avoid being executed. He didn't. That's what he was. He knew that it was either this guy steps up and takes over the club, or
Somebody's gonna kill me.
or someone's gonna kill me.
All right, I'll check it out. Sounds pretty
It
entertaining.
was okay. It was worth it if you know. And when it comes on Prime, you know,
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't say it was a big
How did we
screen.
transition? Oh, because of Kushner's Mall.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Cushion's Mall. But
I
anyway,
really enjoy the movies.
I know you're a big movie guy.
I
like
love
the
the
movies.
movies too.
Yeah,
but it
I
has
know
to
you
be a
guys.
movie I like. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't like
I don't
all
care.
movies.
I'll go see anything in
Yeah,
the movies.
He
you
loves
like you like almost everything.
I don't know. I
don't
think
think
he
that's-
likes the experience.
I like the experience. You know how some people are like, oh, there are certain people
I love you
that
with
are
the
like,
glasses.
they love just live music. It's live music. They enjoy live music. That's how I feel about the movies.
Yeah.
I'll go to the movies to see things I would never watch at home.
All right. So
All right, listen.
I'm not hating on you.
So let's just do quick predictions. My prediction is that Biden gets pulled from the ticket.
Okay. Who's going to step up on
They're
the-
going to do everything. Who's going to step up?
Who? Yeah. Who do you predict that?
It's going to be. It's got to be safe. It's got to be something safe. It's not going to be Gary Newsom.
Okay.
It's not going to be Kamala.
Okay.
It can't be Hillary.
Okay. So you think it's going to be Michelle?
I mean, that would be big.
That would be huge.
That would. I don't know if that. I don't know. I wouldn't even know if she would want to do something like that. But I mean, yeah, I'll go with Michelle just for fun. But I don't think it will. It'll be some obscure politician that you like vaguely know of.
You could like look on betting sites
Betting sites who
to see who's.
Which would be
Who's getting
crazy
odds?
because I feel like you need to bring in a name.
You got to bring in a name, or it doesn't matter because the media will just go, you know, full. That's all you'll hear for the next.
But it's gonna if you're gonna have to if this is gonna be a fair fight.
Maybe it'll be Buttigieg. With some fucking anal sex in the White House, which is what I think we really
All right,
need.
right now, the favorite to be the president is Donald Trump at minus 175, meaning you have to risk $175 to win 100.
Wow.
All right. Joe Biden is the next favorite at plus 175. So if you risk 100, you'll
get
win.
175.
You'll win 175.
Wow.
Next one,
That's a good bet.
Gary Newsom,
Really?
plus 800. Put up 100, you'll win 800, and so is Ron DeSantis. So they're maybe on him and Gary are on the same thing that you're thinking. If Trump is executed, thrown in jail, I mean, he could be executed.
Catch a stray shot.
Yeah, you know,
COVID finally catches
the grassy knoll.
up. The one COVID death.
Who's the next? Let me see. Vivek.
Oh God.
Vivek.
No, I'm sorry. No. Kamala, plus 2,500. So she's the leader besides Newsom.
You have not in 4 years seen Kamala Harris's face
On purpose.
because they know. They know.
Well, she was just a name and a face. For,
Now,
for
if
everybody,
she
yeah.
pops up, 90% of America is going to get up and turn their TV
Which
off.
is pretty ballsy considering how old he is and what we now know of his
Yeah.
condition. You know, they were like, he's got to make it 4. He's got to.
Well, he's a dude. He's a winner. How long has he been in?
A career politician.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
he
what
just
does.
wins.
All he does is win.
So I feel like he ain't, like if it's up to him, if he's got on the good meds that day, he's gonna be like, no, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of something on I
Be
think it was Facebook of him debating, or I guess
back in the day.
Sarah Palin
Okay.
Yeah.
talking about how he is not for gay marriage.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, yeah.
None of them.
Oh, yeah.
Obama on the record was against gay marriage.
Yeah. Now they're just identity politicking it up, dude. They
But
got-
I think that I think that
Makes you
everything's
wonder what they like. What you really?
yeah. I mean, you really think that
Which one was it?
you really think that Donald Trump is pro-life? You really think
No.
how many women do you think he knocked up that he was like,
Yeah.
you?
It's not like he goes to church.
He doesn't know Bible thumper.
What would be his moral basis for being pro-life?
Yeah, he has no morals.
Yeah.
He's actually a piece of shit.
I don't think you could have morals and be a politician.
Yeah, I feel like listen, I didn't like him, I didn't vote for him, but Obama was the last one that I felt like was like a decent human being.
Yeah, until like like read into that a little bit.
Until his house help started disappearing, and they found him in the lake behind his house.
Actual Manchurian candidate.
Yeah, or there's like a funny,
communist.
there's a funny picture of him on like a boat on his way to Epstein Island with like pushing the head down of like a kid. I'm like, this is AI.
This is AI,
Right? This is AI.
right? I think that it's just no. I think it's my prediction is it's going to go forward as is, and it's just going to be something's going to happen.
That's what mine is.
There's not going to be a fair. It's
Nothing
gonna be,
ever happens.
It's going to be
That's probably
2020
the
all
same
over
thing.
again.
I think that's what it is too. I think it's going to stay the same
on election night.
So Biden,
Donald Trump is going to be ahead by 99%, and we're going to wake up and
Biden
Donald
won.
Trump fell out of his
Biden won,
bedroom
and he
window.
dies, and Kamala's.
They're not even going to give us an explanation anymore. We
Yeah.
don't.
They're gonna shut the fuck up.
Listen,
That's what they said last time.
Go to work then, Joe. Come on, these interest rates got to come down, dude. Please.
Nothing's gonna change.
I'm tired of going to the shop right. I'm ShopRite and spending $250 for 6
Wild.
items.
I don't even.
Fucking wild.
6 items.
And then the news gaslights you into saying like, no,
It's coming down.
what?
Yeah, it's coming down.
What are you talking about?
Unemployment's coming down.
Well, they couldn't. Yeah, I mean, when they did the CNN wrap up, they couldn't even just say that Joe Biden lost the debate. Like they had to just lay into Trump and
The lies,
and every and then the people there were like, he didn't really even have to say anything.
Yeah, he
whether
could've
he
just-
told he didn't have to tell the truth.
Could have just sat there. And,
The immigration part of it was
that was funny.
They slayed him on that. He slayed Joe Biden on that part.
my
Joe
favorite.
Biden brought it up.
Yeah, he had
They
to-
were talking out of
he had,
nowhere.
like-
He just brought up the girl that got murdered by immigrants.
and he just had like that, and he didn't have resting bitch face. He has like resting retard face.
Yeah, it's like. There's like a video of one of the moderators like trying to get get his attention.
Yeah, she was like this way. You're supposed to look at the guy asking you the question.
He's
He's just like,
he's like his back is to the microphone.
I'm like, oh my
Did
god,
you
this
see the
poor
meme
guy.
when it was like my favorite part of the debate was watching the guy that wasn't talking, and it was like Trump with like some
Yeah.
smushed up face, and Joe Biden not even looking, like just like looking like over his shoulder.
Yep, 2 Class
It
A.
reminded me of like bum fights.
Yeah.
So it really reminded me.
Yeah,
The golf,
The golf thing was the funniest. That was the best sound
part.
clip of all time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That reminded me of like Uncle Junior. You remember in The Sopranos in the last season when Uncle Junior was shot sitting in like the mental asylum and he was talking to his friend.
Yeah.
It was like 2 old guys just sitting there like,
Yeah.
"Er?"
Yeah.
You know, he's got a robot visited me. That's
At
what,
some point, this country's got to put like.
it's got to be an age limit.
Yeah, you can't do anything after 60. You should just you can
Well,
go to
it's
the beach.
funny because what's the age limit for presidency? 35.
yeah,
35 or 40. Yeah.
35.
Is it 35?
I think.
Can you imagine if we had like a 37-year-old president of the United States of America?
Well, like the most loved one was, Kennedy. He was young. How young was he? Like 40?
Did you see that a Twitter poll? Who has more brains, JFK or Biden? 97% out of it was like 20,000 people voted on.
That's so bad.
Well,
JFK 's
JFK was the youngest, and then Bill Clinton was the second, right?
I don't know.
And Bill Clinton was beloved.
Yeah.
he crushed.
Dude, he killed it, dude. He got, obviously he got lucky because of the internet
Would he
era.
win every county in like Virginia? Or
He
something?
killed it. He was a good president.
Yeah,
when,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I was too young to know anything about policy then.
Yeah, me
But
too.
I'll take a Bill Clinton over.
Hell yeah.
fucking Joe Biden.
I remember
or
who was
any
the
guy.
comedian. They were like, Bill Clinton was the first black president. He was smoking weed and getting blowjobs. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a fun couple months. It's pretty sad though.
Did you
so.
see the immigration debate about the? It's a meme. It's like I can't bring a plant on a plane because it's an invasive species. But somehow importing 10 million Africans to the country is a-okay. That's a pretty solid debate.
Yeah,
Point.
sure is.
You can't bring a fucking orange on an airplane.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I was talking last week. I was talking to the guy from Atlantis Strength because we have that piece of equipment that we ordered, which is a Canadian company. And he
Finally.
was saying to me, he's like, "You would be shocked at the amount of paperwork required to move a piece of gym equipment across
State
the
lines.
border into the United States."
Country lines.
I ship supplements across the border to Canada, and to the same guy that we're talking about, and he got the package, and he had to pay like 170, more than the products was worth. He had to pay in taxes.
That's crazy.
This is why I can't ship. I've tried to ship out of the country before.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work because there's some sort of like in the European Union, the taxes are outrageous.
That's crazy.
And just getting across the border in Canada. Me and Alan were thinking about going to Canada, but we're both afraid of being denied.
Denied that, yeah.
So yeah, I was watching YouTube videos.
Me and Justin could go on your behalf.
That's right.
You guys are free.
We're clean.
You don't know
proxy.
no DUIs, nothing.
Nothing.
How the fuck did you get that off?
Get,
I was 19, dog.
I don't know. I just kind of like, I'm like a ninja, like I am in real life.
I think your family's connected.
Maybe. Maybe. All right.
Well, does that say anything else you guys want to promote? Or
No,
add?
we did a great job.
No.
Scale went to town. How did I do running the show, Scott?
I'm not. I can't decide. The views are
The
gonna
views
decide.
are going to decide.
I wonder if you're going to care more about this episode and like actually do something to promote it.
I'm not. I'm probably not even going to watch it.
Thumbnail.
I haven't watched the podcast.
Thumbnail's got to be the two, like Joe Biden's weird face
Yeah.
and Trump sitting there with the squinty eyes.
That's what
Yeah.
we do. We got to get.
You got to get a good thumbnail.
Because that's the thumbnail.
Done.
And then it should be.
Yep.
What's the title going to be? What did we decide before? The title of this podcast?
I don't. Did
Somebody
decide
said it
one?
before in the beginning when we were talking about the. Shit, I don't remember.
I don't know. We got to run it back.
Yeah, I'm having a Joe Biden moment.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
We got in and out today.
Yeah, we did. John was right.